With things like AI and brain rot on the rise, having a physical hobby is more beneficial than it's ever been. Having something that you can just pour your heart into that exists physically and that you can see and feel in a way that you can't with short form content is so gratifying. I'm Erica Sai. I've been doing sleight of hand and codistry for about 4 years now. And if you enjoy this kind of stuff, shuffling, sleight of hand, codistry, I'll be making more content like this soon, so stick around. So first off, why sleight of hand? Why magic? Why codistry? Well, first off, sleight of hand doesn't really give you anything that you couldn't get anywhere else, but it gives you something in a unique package. It gives you a ton of things wrapped together. For me, sleight of hand has improved my hand-eye coordination, it's improved my dexterity, it's given me a creative outlet. It's also helped a lot of my social skills, learning to walk up to strangers and show them code tricks has been really nice. Not that that's what you have to do. It's also just given me a really nice outlet for community. There's so many incredible magicians that you can connect with, so many great online and in-person communities. Learning sleight of hand has really changed my life for the better, and I hope it does for you as well. So how do you go about getting into sleight of hand and codistry? Well, there's a lot of elitism in the space. Magic has long been dominated by older generations, and something you hear a lot from those older generations is that you have to learn from a book. And while it's true that books can be a lot of times the best outlet for learning sleight of hand, books on sleight of hand can also become kind of expensive and hard to justify purchasing, especially when you're getting started. I mean, the most common recommendation for beginners in sleight of hand, which is Card College by Roberto Giobbi, could cost you up to hundreds of dollars for the whole set. Not that Card College is a bad learning resource, but again, it's hard to justify if you're just getting into sleight of hand. And while magicians have long talked about how learning from YouTube is like making a deal with the devil, it's really not that bad. That's how I started out when I was learning, and while yes, sleight of hand tutorials on YouTube used to not be great instruction, nowadays they're on par with the kind of instruction that you get in a video or from a book. You have incredible channels like Alex Pandrea, who makes incredible sleight of hand tutorials. Or like Lotus in Hand, if you're more interested in codistry and code flourishing, make incredible tutorials and that sort of thing. So don't be afraid to learn from free resources, because a lot of times they can be just as good as paid ones. Now, the next most important question is not just where to learn, but what to learn. It can be tempting to see cool visual moments on social media and think, wow, I want to learn that. But truthfully, a lot of times some of the best sleight of hand you can learn getting started is the more covert and boring techniques. In fact, I made a playlist in the description of this video of some of my favorite sleight of hand tutorials that you can watch for free on YouTube. They're a great place to get started. Now, something that I feel like is worth mentioning is what cards you use. Because, again, a lot of times you'll hear that you have to be using specific cards if you want to do codistry or magic. But truthfully, even if you have bridge-size cards, if you have plastic-coated cards, if you have a used deck of cards, it honestly doesn't matter as much as a lot of people make it out to be. As long as you have somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 pieces of paper on pasteboard, you're good to go. And truthfully, that's about it. Using just YouTube and a deck of cards, you can learn so much and develop a lifelong passion, and I hope that this turns out that way for you.